Hi everybody, my name is Crystal and welcome to my YouTube channel. Good evening. Alexa, what's the time please?
It's 6:10 p.m.
It's 6:10 in the evening. So I took Max out for a walk this afternoon. The sun was out. It was warm. I wanted to take my jacket off. Now it's got cooler and darker. So basically the weekend for me is cleaning up, tidying up, doing my bits and pieces, and that's what I've been doing. So the first thing I did when I got back was sit down and just relax for a bit and de-stress, unwind from what happened this morning, and just like step back from it. I am not this person that loses their temper just like that. Um, and I don't like losing my temper. I don't like getting cross. I keep myself to myself. I really don't have that many. My family's my friends. Put it that way. My family. So I've got family and I've got like a couple of friends. So basically, I keep myself to myself. Um, and I'm fine. If I need someone, I can ring somebody up. So I came home this morning and I was really quite upset because I thought all that crap was over and done with that dog next door. I just thought, right, I thought that was over and done with. I just don't know what that was all about. So I'm here on my flat, on my own, with my last cat Harry and my dog Max, and we are just chilling. So at 2 o'clock, I'm not going to stop doing it because someone's trying to stop me from going outside, because that's what it feels like to me. I went out of the building, I went out of the front. I'm keeping myself to myself. I'm only using my camera if I need to. If I don't see the point, right? So all that crap, I didn't get one bit of it on camera this morning because I didn't tape it. I've just written it down in my journal, what time it was, what I heard, and I can't say for absolute certain it was those guys next door because I didn't turn around to look. I can only say what I heard, and that was, it's that's her. And I just didn't give them any ammunition because I didn't turn around. I take a long time to explode, and I take a long time to get cross, and I thought it was about time I stuck up for myself. I'd put up with it for months and months and months and months and months, and when it gets to the point where you feel like you can't come out of your front door or go underneath somebody's balcony with a barrage of abuse, then I'm sticking up for myself. That's all I was doing, sticking up for myself. Um, people will keep going on at you until you stand up for yourself. And if they keep going on at me and poking me and coming over and being rude, then you have to deal with it. You can't let bullies, you have to stand up to a bully, I'm afraid. However nasty it is, you have to stand up to them. Not physically, I'm not talking about fisticuffs, I'm talking about, look, I've got nothing against your dog, I've got nothing against you, but when you are swearing almost every time I walk under the balcony and you're saying, things that I wouldn't say to a dog, then that's all it was. So forget that. I hope that's finished. I don't want to keep bringing that up. I've had things through my door. Do you know what I mean? I don't go around attacking the neighbours. or getting cross with the neighbours. I've had letters through my door. I've had stuff through my door. And especially when I first moved in here, telling me, not personally, but off for something I don't own. You just get on with your life, don't you? Right, that's nothing to do with me. Put it to one side and get on with your life. Simple. So I took Max out for a walk, and it hasn't stopped me going out, put it that way. And I went outside and I walked straight up the path near people. I made sure I was near people. I walked up the path, past the co-op, across to the field, and there was an elderly couple sat on the bench. I would say they were about 60, 65. It's quite cute that. A couple sat together. He had his shorts on. She was in her trousers. They were sat there on the bench talking to each other. There were some rowdy kids on the steps near the co-op. Rowdy females. I didn't go near them. I just walked onto the field. There was a bloke coming off with a bike. People ride bikes around that field, and it probably plays havoc with their tyres because it's bumpy and full of stones. So he was holding his bike. He was coming off the field holding his bicycle. I walked past him and I walked onto the field, and it was like bike day. There was people cycling around the field. Came off the field, no problems. I walked back down to my flat. They'd apparently, well, I don't know, I don't interfere, but it was quiet, fairly quiet, next door and upstairs when I came back this afternoon. And I just practiced Polish. I am learning questions now, so I've been practicing my Polish, and I've been practicing questions. So we've been doing colours. It's a hard language to pronounce, and when it's spoken you wouldn't guess how the words are spelt. So it's a hard language to grasp the speech. So we are now on questions like, what do you see? Where are you? Why not? And all that kind of thing. So I've done 3 perfect lessons. So I'm happy with that. And then I started watching this on Netflix. I've got to charge this in a minute. You Don't Know Me, episode 3 I'm on. You Don't Know Me. He was a London car salesman. She was a bookworm with a hidden past. Their life together was perfect until she vanished without trace. And it's about this guy being accused of murdering somebody, and he's standing before a judge and jury, and he's telling his story his way, and it's really quite interesting. It's really good. I'm on the 3rd episode, and while I had that on, I was doing some washing. I've done a sink full of washing up, and I've done some washing, and I've written up in my journal what happened this morning. Not because I have been told if things happen, obviously to get the evidence of what's going on. Now I have just, it's been quiet for over a week. There's been nothing, and then all of a sudden at the weekend, why do these people start playing up? so I'm in my flat, I'm minding my own business, I'm leaving people to their own devices, and that's all I want to do. I want to get on with learning my Polish. These dating sites were not helping me at all. They were making me feel unwell, and someone has contacted me, Crystal, off of a pen pal site. It must be months and months ago, because they're not getting any response from Flirt Finder. They are now thinking they can continue their crap on my email address. And I should just do the same thing. I will block it and delete it. These aren't real people. They're people nosing. They're spying and they're nosing, and everything you tell them, I am giving them ammunition against me. So when they're asking me questions, it's not for my own benefit. They're not out there to help me. They are there to make my life as nasty as possible. And I know that. So when someone contacts you off of a dating site that hasn't been used for months and months and months, and that starts again, that crap starts again, and it's a woman's voice that went, "That's her." You can't do that. Do you understand me? You can't do that. That is somebody trying to incite trouble onto me. Right? I don't go into the street, right, and shout, "That's her, that's the one that wanted me, that thought I was taking a photograph of her," do I? I don't go yelling in the street. You can't do that. Right? If you've got a problem, all you've got to do is talk to me. Right? Or put a note and tell me what the problem is. I couldn't understand, if you've got a lovely, loving dog, why you are telling it to fuck off and fucking move when I live next door to you. And I've lived next door to these people for like nearly 4 years now, and I'm quiet. Right? You don't really hear my dog. Yeah, it'll bark, but you don't hear it. I don't know what their problem is. I just thought they were a nice, like, happy married couple. Because I'm on my own, and I don't appreciate whatever this is. I just felt I was being stalked. That I'd go out my door, out she'd come out of her door. I felt like I was being intimidated. I've got 3 sons and a daughter, and my son sometimes comes round to my flat. Right? He does. Right? So I don't know what the bloody hell's going on. But it's not me that asks. I don't go up. How many times do I go out in the street and someone's got a camera in front of my face? Loads of times. So just after she came up to me and said, "Don't take photographs," I had a drone in my face. That could have hit me on the head. I had a drone flying close to my head and face, and it was her. I don't worry about cameras in my face. I couldn't care less. I really couldn't. I mean, that's very presumptuous to go up to somebody and assume they are taking pictures and photographs of yourself. So I just couldn't understand that. And then they're trying to act like it's me. Look, I couldn't care less if you took whatever. Don't bother me. Yeah, my hair is a bit grey at the top. I'm a middle-aged lady, that's why. And sometimes the dye that you buy, the